What's up, guys? Welcome to my YouTube channel. So I wanted to start this channel because I feel like I've wanted to um, talk to you guys more and get in more in-depth answers to your guys' questions. I do the little ask me anything on Instagram and I post my pictures and stuff, but I feel like there's not enough room on there to kind of talk about what's going on with me or answer your questions and stuff like that. So here we are. So I want to get into the main question. The main thing that you guys have been asking me is, am I still in the business? Am I still working? Do I have anything going on? Yes, I am still doing my thing. I've been doing this since I was 5 years old. I've been a model since I was 5. I started acting at 10, 11. I think I was 10, 11 when I did my first movie called The Shrunken City. You should check it out. It's amazing. And yeah, so I've been working as an actress since then. And I was always working. I was always a working actress, as they say. And I was blessed to be able to do that for the longest time. And then I realized, well, I've always known that I wanted to start a family, and I would not start a family because I was an actress. I always wanted to be a mom, so that was really important to me my whole life. And so I did. I started a family. And when you do that in Hollywood, it makes everything even more challenging. I also moved to Hawaii to start my family, which made it even more challenging. And I didn't want to have a kid and go back to work right away. I wanted to be there for my baby. I wanted to breastfeed. I wanted to watch them do their first everythings. And I didn't want to get a nanny and then go back to working right away. I just didn't want to do that. And so it really took me out of the game, to be honest. And also, while all this was going on, I feel like the game changed, like big time. So a lot of things started getting very political in Hollywood right around the time that I had Sebastian. So 2016. Oh my God, it's been a long time. And things just started to get weird. And I just remember auditioning just became strange to me. When I started acting and getting jobs, it was very much talent oriented. So people that were talented and right for the part got the part. And it wasn't so much about your followers and your social media, because there was no social media back then. And I remember it started actually getting really weird when I auditioned for a Vin Diesel movie, and they were like, "You're amazing, we love you, but you don't have a following. You don't have Twitter." Twitter was like the first big thing, I guess, at the time. And I just remember leaving being like, what the fuck is Twitter, and why do I need this to get the part? Like you just said, I'm amazing, you love me for this role, whatever. And I signed up to Twitter that day. I remember, I think I signed up in my car as soon as I got back to my car. And I was like, what the fuck is this? Like, why do I have to, I just didn't get Twitter. I'm like, what am I going to, I have nothing to say that's like, you know what I mean? Like, interesting. Like, I just never, it's been hard for me to, until I figured it out on Instagram, but it's been hard for me to, because everything I say or would type, I'd be like, this is so corny, this is so cheesy, why am I saying this, like, what does this have to do with me being an actress. So it was really weird. So that was like kind of where it started. And then race really came into it. That was the year that they started, I think it was that year that they started protesting the Oscars, and all that kind of weird shit was going on. And I would get auditions and it would be like, they already have the white girl cast in it. They want other ethnicities. And it was just, I didn't know what to do. And my manager at the time was, saying it's weird and all this crazy stuff is going on. And we thought it was going to go like get out of the picture, but it just never did. So it was really hard. And I did a movie called Back Fork with Josh Stewart. He directed it and starred in it. And that was my first movie after I had Sebastian. And it was an amazing experience, and I loved it. I loved the movie. Everybody involved was so awesome. And I did a couple other little things, but I just felt like it had changed so much, and my view on it changed so much. Like I've never cared about Hollywood. I cared about working. I cared about doing good work. I cared about working with awesome people. I cared about my performance. I cared about starting that family on set, when you become friends with the hairstylist and the makeup artist, and you have your little trailer and you have the set and you go around and there's craft service. That's what I love about being an actress. That's what I love about working. I don't give a fuck about parties. I'd never cared about going to award shows. I get super fucking big stage fright. So I don't like public speaking. I don't like going on stage. I just wanted to work and do good work and work with awesome people. Main goal. My whole life, my whole career. And this was a big kind of problem for people because when you get into the business and you start to work a lot, and they start to notice you, and then all of a sudden you become the it girl and all this crap, it's really a big oiled machine that is like terrifying. And I was like the wrench that you put into the machine. Like I never liked that stuff. I didn't find it interesting. I found it frightening, and I found it like weird and crazy, and I just never liked it. I never enjoyed it. So yeah, I was not a fan. So anyway, so all this was going on, and so my view on things just really started to change with Hollywood and with living in Los Angeles, because I moved back there when Sebastian was born. He was about actually right before he was born. I moved back to Los Angeles, and we were there for a year and a half, and it changed so much, and I didn't want to raise my kid in that environment, like concrete jungle, like not much to do, hour and a half to get to the beach if you're lucky, traffic all day every day. I just didn't want to do it anymore. And so I decided to move back to Hawaii with my son and his father. And then it started to get really hard with work. I was still getting auditions, but then I had to start this self-tape thing. And not long after that, COVID hit. So everything was self-tape. And now it's still everything is self-tape. I cannot tell you how much I loathe self-taping. I hate it. I did a couple self-tapes in LA with people that set it up for me. Like, I had to pay them to self-tape because I didn't even have anybody to read lines with. The father of my kids was, helping me out when he could, but he was also working. So it was just a shit show. And so I struggled really, really hard with that. Um, and then I started noticing the material that was being sent to me was just not interesting. And they really, it was just things that I didn't want to do, or I had no interest in, or it was just bad. And so I started saying no more, because I was like, I'm raising my kid, I'm enjoying my life, and I don't want to just do bullshit. I want to do good work. So I started saying no more. And then my agency and my manager like went away. Like that was it. They were like, you know, you're not taping, and I don't think you want to do this anymore. And it wasn't that I didn't want to do it anymore. It was that I've been in this business for so long. I have such a cool resume. I've worked with people that are Sandra Bullock, Bill Pullman, Bill Paxton, Orlando Bloom. Like, I've worked with some badass people, and I've done some badass work, and I just wanted to have a little more respect coming back from Hollywood. There was a lot of roles that were like, you know, I would get offered before, that were like, you know, one episode on a series or whatever. Roles that like you know that I could do. Like, you know that I could do this. I do not need to self-tape and go through all this struggle and bullshit for you to see me do this, because you know I could do this. Casting directors know me. Like, they know me. They know my work. And even though it's been a while, it wasn't that long of a while. Like, you know that I could do this. And those roles, even, I had to like start self-taping for. And I was just like, you know, I have so much self-respect for myself and for my work, for what I've done and the things that I've done and the people that I've worked with, that I'm going to say no. And if you don't trust that I can do this, and if you don't want to offer this to me, then that's fine. And that was a really dark time for me, because not only was I just become a mother and raising my kid, I also was like, now I'm like, do I want to keep doing this? What else could I do? But my main thing is my kid now. And it was really dark, to be honest. And I had to really kind of sit down and think, and I'm still sitting down and thinking, because, you know, it's so hard. It's so hard when you literally have been doing this your whole life, and then it changes and you can't like change with it. So you have to like reassess everything and be like, what the fuck? So that's what I've been doing. I've been kind of just doing my own thing. And I did a movie in Spain last year. I'll be giving more info on that as soon as I get more info. I saw the trailer. It looks sick. But that was a producer reaching out to me via email and offering me the role. I didn't audition. I didn't have a manager, an agent. So what I started doing is realizing that I could, you know, put my own email address on for my work and pump up my Instagram and be out there more on social media, and let people know that I'm still around, and I'm still look good, and I still feel good, and I still want to do this, and I'm still have this energy. And after I did the movie in Spain, I came back and I was like, you know what? I really need to fucking do this social media thing, because, you know, I was posting about my life and whatever, but I didn't take it seriously. It was more just for fun. And I was like, I need to start doing this like basically full time and see what happens. And so that's what I did. I like, you know, did some shoots and got some cool pictures, and I started just posting and posting and posting. And I've gotten amazing feedback from it, from people I've reached out that I've worked with in the past. And I'm actually going to be doing another movie in Spain this year, and There's another film that I'm in talks about doing. It just hasn't been finalized. But all these things came to me through my own shit. And uh, I've been wanting to do a YouTube or a podcast or something. And actually, my neighbor is probably going to be on here a couple times because she's fucking great and hilarious. And yeah, and just, you know, keep it going, you know, whatever this is, this conversation that I have with you guys, and the interactions. And I'm not an influencer. I'm an actress, and I love to entertain. And it's been just pumping up my Instagram. I started the OnlyFans because I was posting, I started the subscription on Instagram, and I was posting pictures, sexy pictures, like in bikini, or not even in bikini, like in sexy outfit. And the Instagram was like, nope. And it goes against our guidelines, whatever. So I was like, what the fuck? Like, I'm having these people subscribe to me wanting to post these cool pictures, but it's not letting me. So I was considering OnlyFans, and I'm like, I could do a adult sexy version of my Instagram for my subscribers, basically. And that's what I started doing. And my OnlyFans has been awesome. And I've, like, people are, oh, she, you know, you had to go to OnlyFans. Like, fuck you. Like, I don't give a fuck. I feel and look great. I've never, like, honestly felt better about myself. I have had insecurities. I'm gonna do a whole episode on this, like, growing up and the way I grew up with my mom and with the industry. But I've had insecurities my whole fucking life, and people are like, oh my god, how can you have insecurities, you're so beautiful. The way I was raised, and the way I was raised in this business, was fucking crazy. And I've always had to downplay my beauty, or I didn't have to, but I was told to downplay my beauty constantly. So ever since I was started acting, my mom was like, you know, you have to, I remember her saying, because Charlize Theron just became popular and started getting famous, and she was like, you have to downplay your beauty, because look at Charlize Theron, she's like, you know, not wearing makeup, and you have to show your pimples and just da-da-da, because you're too beautiful, you're too beautiful. So I was literally downplaying my beauty, and like, it gave me this weird insecurity of like, okay, if I'm pretty and that's what they're gonna want, so da-da-da. It was fucking weird. Anyway, we're gonna do a whole other episode on that shit. But I've never felt better about my body, my sense of self, my self-esteem. Like, everything has just been so good. I've learned to block out bullshit, dodge negativity, because I fucking don't need that shit in my life, cut people out of my life that have brought negativity, and fucking just, always, I'm an empath, so everything that comes around me, I feel and I take in, and I just didn't want that shit anymore. I became a single mom, and I was like, that's it. Like, I'm gonna do me. I'm gonna be focusing on myself and my kids, and I'm gonna be good for them. So I was like, fuck it. And I do great photo shoots. Like, I remember the couple photo shoots that I've done. Like, I did, I think, 17 magazine, and Marie Claire, all, like, you know, those magazines. And I just remember the photo shoots and the clothes and everything, and I just never liked it. There was a few photographers that I worked with that were really cool, but for the most part, I was like, I don't even think, like, these are good. And so that's another reason, and why I started OnlyFans and my Instagram, is because I just wanted to look good and feel good and do cool pictures that I think are cool and that I think you would think is cool. And so that's what I'm doing. And It's been very liberating to be able to just do what the fuck I want to do and not have to um, worry about what people think or do things their way. Um, and yeah, it's been great. If you haven't subscribed to my OnlyFans, I highly suggest you do. And yeah, so that's what's been going on. I have a manager now, and I'm still, looking to audition and to work in movies and in television. It's just I'm doing it kind of my way. And if something cool comes up and I like it, I'll do it. And but as far as like Hollywood and being in Hollywood and being a part of that lifestyle, I will not do. I will not do. I want my kids to grow up with their mom around and their mom happy and in nature, and I don't want to go back to that, like, hustling and dealing with like greasy people. And it was just not, it wasn't making me happy. And yeah, now I'm like, in Hawaii, and it's beautiful, and my kids go to an awesome school and they have great friends, and I have great friends, and I get to be a part of their life, and it's awesome. And nothing is going to, kind of come between that, because it's just not going to happen. So I want to, on my Instagram, I also, just real quick, I tried to do a live on YouTube for my first video, but I didn't realize that you had to like wait 24 hours or whatever. They have to like verify something. So my hair is kind of a mess. I went for a run today. So I'm waiting on that. And as soon as that is done, I will do a live on YouTube and then figure that out too, because I'm still learning as I go. But I want to get questions from you guys on my Instagram that I will be answering mostly on here, just because, like I said, I could go into more depth of what's going on, and not, Instagram is just more, I feel like, pictures and little questions and whatever. It's not like, you can't really get to know somebody, I think, on there as good as well as you can on here. So yeah, the live is probably going to happen tomorrow on YouTube, so please subscribe. Tell your friends to subscribe, because this is also like my livelihood, and this is what I am going to be doing. I'm going to be sharing and talking and answering questions and talking about topics and doing all that kind of fun stuff. And I will have my friend on here probably, because you guys, she's the best. And we're going to have a lot of fun. And yeah, and let's do this. But I just wanted this first video to really kind of explain like what has been going on and what happened. And that's what happened. Shit happens, life happens. I have no regrets. I would make every decision the same, I think, again. I have great, healthy kids, and I'm healthy, and I feel great, and I've been working on myself and working out and eating good and feeling good and just, getting into it. So, still working, but I'm gonna be doing a little bit more for myself and not be like a slave or a bitch to Hollywood, because I don't need that shit. So yeah, and that's what's up. So thank you for watching, and I will be posting, sorry, I'm like shaking the camera with my feet. I will be posting the live of what time I'm going to go live on my YouTube. I'm just waiting to officially hear back that it's been confirmed so I could do it. Thank you guys. I appreciate you guys. If you haven't already, check out my Instagram and subscribe to my YouTube, please. And lots more fun stuff coming, and we're just getting started. I'm still getting used to all this, and I have a lot more to say, and it's going to be great. And I hope you guys are going to like it and be entertained. And yeah, so thank you so much for supporting and for being so nice. And I appreciate you guys, and I'll see you soon.